Welcome back, everyone. So, little update. I was taking a nice long break after the holidays, and I was just starting to think about what my next video should be, thinking about different topics, and I was like, well, maybe I'll do something about career, like what's coming in your career, because, Capricorn season. When suddenly, I received a call from the archangels to bring forward divine messages instead. So, change of plans. I'm trusting that a lot of people need to hear these right now. So no cards today. It's going to be all mediumship. There is no backup for me. I've never done it this way before. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So I will link timestamps down below, and let's get started. Okay, group number 1. First of all, I'm noticing this really cute little mushroom right next to me, which makes me think my group number 1s, you're probably going through a nice little rebirth, a nice little transformation right now, a nice little something that's not the happiest of times for you. Let's say that. Could be a very challenging time in your life right now, but necessary. And due to that, I have Archangel Michael coming through for you. Archangel Michael's coming through for you. Now, what does Archangel Michael want to tell you? First of all, rebirth is tough. Rebirth is difficult. Transformations are difficult. And you know what mushrooms do is they grow out of decay. They literally decompose things that are dying, and then they sprout up and it's new life, right? It's hard to go through the ugly parts of us that we don't like to face, and the dark parts and the decaying, decomposing parts of us. It's hard. It's very hard. It's hard to overcome these kind of hills, these kind of moments in our lives where we just can't get to the top we feel like we can't get to the top of the mountain. It's not that we can't, it's that sometimes we believe that we can't. And that is usually what prevents us from believing that we can, right? Our own self-limiting beliefs. So, Archangel Michael here. I'm feeling that his message for group number 1 is to find that inner strength, is to find that inner courage to keep going, to keep pushing through, to find that inner strength. There's a lot about inner strength for this group, and he's showing me that people in this group have a sense of self-doubt, like they don't believe in themselves, that you don't believe that you can overcome this, that you don't believe that you don't see the other side, and therefore you're like, what's the point? I don't even know where I'm going. And he's really standing by here as a huge support, like a scaffolding, like something that you can lean on. People in group number 1, he's reminding you to believe in yourself, and he's reminding you that you're always going to have support, even if it's unseen, there's always people in the background, right? There's always those who are unseen, who are helping you in the background. And he's offering that support for you, because even in our darkest moments, even in our shadows, we still always have help around us. We still always have divine help around us. So feel free to call on him. Archangel Michael, he's got a really big sword. Really big. Sometimes it sucks to cut away the parts of us that we grew to know. Sometimes it sucks to cut away the parts of us that we don't want to acknowledge are there. But you have to grow through it. And to grow through it, you have to go through it. So that is his message to group number 1s. is to find that belief in yourself and to find that strength and that courage in yourself to keep pushing forward and to know that you never have to go through it alone. You're always going to be supported. All you have to do is ask. Ask and you shall receive, right? So group number 1, that's the message for you. Group number 2, let's see who we have here for you today. I'm seeing a lot of green. Archangel Raphael. There's a lot of healing in group number 2. There's a lot of healing, and I'm hearing that this is a quiet period for you right now, that this is a very calm period for you. You've already gone through what group number 1 is experiencing, and you're on the other side of that now. And group number 1 was all about transformation and transition through rebirth. And now I feel that group number 2, he's showing me that you guys are on the other side of that. You have not necessarily jumped over to the other side, but I feel that you have grown through and you've put some distance between where you were then to where you are now. And this is really important because he's showing me that people in group number 2, you're able to look back at where you were, and now you are able to apply a new perspective to it. And you're able to look back at everything that you grew from, and you're realizing not only why you went through it, you're looking back and you're applying self-awareness to what you did to go through it, to make it out to where you are now. I am getting almost like a sense of relief. And so what his message is for you is, I feel this. The healing doesn't stop here. The healing doesn't stop here. And I know that's probably not what a lot of people want to hear. But it's never-ending work. It's never-ending work to heal yourself. It's never-ending work to learn who it is that you are. It's never-ending work to continue discovering everything there is about you and discovering all the reasons and all the lessons and everything there is to life on this earth. And he's really saying, take the time to appreciate these periods in your life, like the one that you're in right now, where you've probably already healed from what it is that you went through, because he's really showing me that people in this group are very much in still waters right now. You're in very calm waters. You're feeling very peaceful. And he's telling me there's people in this group that are feeling almost like a hindering anxiety behind them, like when is this going to end? Like it's too nice right now. Like something terrible is going to happen soon. Something terrible is going to happen soon, and then I'm going to end up back through like this tumultuous time. He's giving a reminder that life ebbs and flows. We go through ups and downs, and right now you guys are like on the up period. You're on a plateau right now. You're feeling good, and eventually you'll probably dip back down again. Doesn't mean you're gonna like roller coaster dive all the way down. Sometimes we go through small dips, sometimes we go through bigger ones. But his message here is take the time to appreciate where you are now. If you're having a good time in your life, if you're feeling peaceful, feeling really connected, like you know where you are, and you have this like inner peace, appreciate that for what it is right now. He wants to remind all those in group number 2 that when you do re-enter these moments in your life when you're dipping downwards again and you have to work through your shadows or work through situations in your life that aren't the most happy-go-lucky, that aren't the most pleasant, feel free to call on him. Feel free to call on him, because Archangel Raphael is the divine healer. He's the angel of healing. because he can help you. You never have to go through healing alone. And healing is hard work. Healing is such hard work. That's why there is a giant bumblebee flying around me right now. Yeah, that is it for my group number 2. My group number 3s, let's see who you have for you today. There's a lot of hard work in this. I was going to say pile, but I don't have any cards. And I'm seeing a lot of orange. And I have Archangel Uriel here for you. I actually don't know too much about this Archangel, so just based off of that, there's a lot of creative energy in here. There's a lot of there's a lot of personality coming through for people in my group number 3. And I am getting a sense of drive here. He's saying he's wanting to encourage creativity. He's wanting to encourage passion, following your passions. He is giving you a boost. I feel 100%, I'm getting his energy that he's giving you a creative boost. I hope he is actually the angel of creativity, because I really don't know. Regardless, it seems like you can definitely call on him if you're having any kind of, if you're struggling to come up with some kind of creative ideas. If you're working on creative endeavors, I feel a lot of artists in this group. I feel a lot of any kind of people involved in something creative where you're literally pouring yourself into your work, into work that is of you, of your essence, not just you working for someone else. This is like your work. This is you. You made this, and it is a piece of you. Musicians, my artists, my other YouTube people out here, whatever you do creatively, this message is for you. And he is very much encouraging you to keep pursuing it. Do not give up if you have any kind of blocks. Do not give up if you feel you're not good enough next to the other person who's been practicing for like 20 years, or the other person who's been practicing for 5 minutes, and you feel that they're better than you. No, this isn't about them being better than you. This is about you being yourself and you putting out into the world what you're made of. And there's always going to be space for you to put your stuff out there in the world. There's always going to be people who can only appreciate something that you do in the way that you do it. It's a sense of appreciating yourself and appreciating your own work, and knowing how to embrace your own creativity, because we are all creative in a sense. We were all created from one source. So we all have that in us, the need, the want, the drive to create. We all create something throughout our lives, and we all have that one talent where we are able to create something out of nothing. Group number 3's Archangel Uriel is reminding me to tell you that if you feel stuck, if you feel in a slump, if you feel like there is whatever you're feeling that makes you feel blah instead of yay, put a sense of joy in it. Put a little bit of spice in it. Put something in it, some kind of like childhood perspective into it. Have it bring you joy. Lighten up. Lighten up.
Oh, no.
That is it for group 3. Thank you for watching. I hope and trust that these messages will find who they are meant for, who is meant to hear them. And hopefully we'll be uploading a little bit more in this new year. So, bye for now, and I will see you in the next one.